What if everything you're chasing, success, freedom, impact, could come faster by doing less? Dan Sullivan and Dr. Benjamin Hardy's 10x is easier than 2x isn't just a book, it's a wake-up call. Their bold vision rewires how you think about growth, daring you to ditch the grind and aim for exponential leaps. Ready to rethink everything? Let's dive in. Imagine this. You're running a race, but instead of sprinting toward the finish line, you're stuck rearranging deck chairs on a sinking ship. You're busy, crazy busy, but you're not getting anywhere. That was me 3 years ago, drowning in to-do lists, chasing tiny wins that never added up. Then I stumbled across a question that changed everything. What if 10x growth isn't harder than 2x? It's easier. That's the soul of 10x, is easier than 2x by Dan Sullivan and Dr. Benjamin Hardy. This book doesn't just tweak your productivity hacks, it flips your entire approach to success. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter on the things that matter most. Let me take you through the heart of this book, step by step, like a friend sharing a secret that could change your life. The big idea, 10 times is easier than 2 times. Picture this, you're building a business, grinding away to double your revenue. You add more clients, more hours, more stress, pushing for that 2x growth. It's exhausting, right? Now imagine aiming for 10x, 10 times the revenue, 10 times the impact. Sounds impossible, doesn't it? But here's the kicker. Sullivan and Hardy argue that 10x is actually easier. Why? Because 2x growth keeps you trapped in the same old systems, tweaking what's already broken. You're still doing the same tasks, just more of them. 10x, on the other hand, forces you to rethink everything. It's like upgrading from a bicycle to a rocket ship. You can't just pedal faster, you have to reinvent how you move. Sullivan, a legendary entrepreneur coach, and Hardy, a psychologist who gets how humans tick, team up to show you how to make this leap. They say, 2x is linear, exhausting, and incremental. 10x is exponential, liberating, and transformative. Let's break it down. Step 1. Find your 20% that drives 80%. Here's a story to make this stick. Meet Sarah, a graphic designer I know. She was juggling a million tasks, client revisions, social media posts, bookkeeping. She was good, but stuck. Then, she read this book and asked herself, what's the 20% of my work that creates 80% of my results? For Sarah, it was her unique ability to create stunning brand logos. Everything else, emails, admin, small gigs, was draining her. So she doubled down on logo design, outsourced the rest, and started charging premium rates. Within a year, her income didn't just double, it quadrupled. She worked less, earned more, and loved her work again. This is the book's first big lesson, the 80-20 rule on steroids. Sullivan and Hardy push you to identify the tiny slice of your efforts that drives massive results. They call it your unique ability. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what only you can do. The rest, delegate, automate, or eliminate. Try this. Think about your day. What's one thing you do that creates disproportionate value? Maybe it's closing deals, writing killer content, or solving complex problems. Whatever it is, protect it fiercely. Everything else is noise. Step 2, let go to grow. Now, here's where it gets tough. To go 10 times, you have to let go of the 80% that's holding you back. This hit me hard. I used to pride myself on being a jack of all trades, answering emails, fixing tech glitches, even designing my own website. But Sullivan and Hardy say, your 10x future demands subtraction, not addition. They tell a story about a client, a CEO, who was micromanaging every detail of his company. He was burned out, and his business was plateauing. When he finally hired a team to handle operations, marketing, and admin, he freed up 30 hours a week. That time went into big picture strategy, and his company's revenue skyrocketed. The lesson? Stop clinging to tasks that don't scale. Ask yourself, what's one thing I'm doing that someone else could handle? Maybe it's bookkeeping, customer service, or even household chores. Letting go feels scary, but it's the key to unlocking your potential. Step 3. Think bigger, not harder. Here's where the book gets mind-bending. Sullivan and Hardy argue that thinking bigger is actually easier than thinking small. Small goals keep you stuck in the weeds, obsessing over details. Big goals force you to simplify, innovate, and dream. They share a quote that stuck with me. When 10x is your measuring stick, you immediately see what you need to stop doing and what you need to start doing. It's like cleaning out your closet. You don't just organize the mess, you decide what stays and what goes. Let's try a thought experiment. Imagine your life or business 10 times bigger than it is now. Not twice as big, 10 times. What would that look like? More clients? A global audience? A completely new way of working? Now, here's the twist. What's one bold move you could make today to get closer to that vision? Maybe it's launching a new product, hiring a mentor, or cutting a time-sucking habit. For me, it was saying no to low-value projects. I used to take every gig that came my way, afraid to miss out. But when I started saying no to anything that didn't align with my 10x vision, I freed up space for bigger opportunities. It was terrifying and liberating. Step 4. Build a 10 by 10 mindset. The final piece of the puzzle is mindset. Sullivan and Hardy emphasize that 10x isn't just about strategy, it's about who you become. They write, "Your future self is not a better version of you, it's a different version of you." This hit home for me during a tough moment. I was stuck in a cycle of overworking, feeling like I had to prove myself. But the book made me realize 10x isn't about hustling harder. It's about believing you're capable of more. It's about trusting that you can solve bigger problems, serve bigger audiences, and live a bigger life. One practical tip they offer is to create a freedom filter. Before taking on any task or opportunity, ask, does this move me toward my 10x vision, or does it keep me stuck in 2x mode? This simple question has saved me hours of wasted effort. Why this matters now. Let's zoom out. In a world obsessed with hustle, 10x is easier than 2x is a rebellion. It's a call to stop chasing incremental wins and start chasing transformation. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a creative, or just someone who wants more from life, this book gives you a roadmap to break free from the grind. Here's my challenge to you. Pick one idea from this book. Maybe it's finding your 20%, letting go of a time suck, or dreaming 10 times bigger. Act on it this week. Not next month, not when you're ready, this week. Because as Sullivan and Hardy say, the only thing standing between you and your 10x future is the decision to start. So, what's it gonna be? Will you keep rearranging deck chairs, or will you build a rocket ship? If this sparked something in you, hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more breakdowns of books that can change your life. Your 10x future is waiting. Let's make it happen.